So today we have to beat back the invading Mars army using the power of spliced DNA that can make our troops ridiculously powerful in Earth vs. Mars, a new title from Relic Labs, which is part of Relic's ongoing strategy to release smaller indie-style games alongside their traditional RTS titles. Earth vs. Mars is made by a small team of passionate developers wanting to pay homage to their favorite strategy games while adding a Relic twist. There's a demo available now on Steam, so make sure you use the link in the description to check it out. This video is also sponsored by Relic. Alright, first we have Phase 0, which is deployment, so we have some troops here like tanks and some foot soldiers, and then let's select our commander. This guy looks really funky, but he does give a bonus to spliced units, gain 50% attacking and defensive strength. Plus, if infantry survives combat, it gains health equal to the amount of damage it dealt. That sounds like a good idea. And now we get to pick our Splice soldier. Seth right here is a combination of fly and rhino, so that should be a fun time. He can fly, plus he has a stampede ability. So let's see what we're messing with here. There's all of our enemy units, including their own HQ, but there's also plenty of cities in the way, so why don't we have this guy go and capture this city? That should give us some more resources. And then you just go ahead and capture that one over there. Now the fun thing about our Splice soldier here is he is flying, so he can move over water. That should be a good forward advance. But you can just wait there. Now, our tanks are gonna be a lot better going down the road, but they can make it to this building here, or almost. But I feel like their tanks can also reach us at that distance, so why don't we go just short of here? That should work for now. And then our other tank can do the same thing over here to get close to that city. And now we just have one soldier left. But we can also make some new soldiers at this industry building here. So why don't we introduce a heavy soldier to the fight? But he can't move yet. Now we just have to wait for the enemy to do anything, and then I feel like the next turn is when we actually start combat, and they're capturing cities too. But only one right now, which is good. And you just summoned in a unit. But it's our turn, so now we can hopefully start things. You can go ahead and capture the rest of that city, so now we own it. That'll give us some bonus resources the next time the turn starts. And then you do the same thing there, and then the tanks can't really capture, but they can definitely defend, or we just go straight to the tank over here, the mortifier. Why don't we go and say hi? Let's go and attack, and combat starts. So we have 5 tanks versus their 5 mortifiers, and 3 are already dead. Beautiful. The unfortunate thing is that our Splice unit does not have a lot of movement, but I think he can back up the right side, and then our infantry here can get close to either one of these buildings so we can decide who we go for. Maybe we'll wait on this side until our Splice unit can get closer, then he can back up the tank. But let's also move our new heavy unit, maybe over there as well. Our tank over here is kind of alone, so let's go on the road. And we need some more money to make some more better units, so why don't we wait on that? You like our HQ? It's a garbage truck. Or an ice cream truck? Camper van? It's got a lot going for it, I can tell you that. So I think for right now, this is gonna be as good as we do. So let's go ahead and end the turn prematurely. So Mars will go ahead and do things. Capture the city, and they do that. Whoa, now they're attacking. Probably isn't gonna do well for them. Oh, they actually did pretty well, okay. But we attack in return with very little return. Okay, well, good thing we have more units over here, but now you're attacking from range? Well, that's just cheap. But of course, we got some infantry units that are trying to do things as well, so that's interesting. And they just made another tank. Great. Unfortunately, this tank is gonna have a very bad day. Can our unit do a lot of damage? Actually, yes. Seth is ready to just lay down the smack on this stampede. Sure. Let's go right up and slap and push it over that way. Unfortunately, now he's over the industry, so we can't capture that. And it's not gonna be good for our infantry to attack that, so why don't we move you to the city and start to capture it? We are getting a lot of money now, so we could make another tank or a transport. Although we are close to getting some artillery, so why don't we save up for that and then have our tank attack this tank, which should leave him with little left over. Unfortunately, it's also leaving us with little left over, and our heavy unit is over here, but maybe our infantry can finish him off? Can he even reach it? I don't think he can reach it, but it is easier for you to move on the road, so we'll do that. Let's see, they just summoned a tank over there. That's probably gonna come down this way, so why don't we move you to intercept? And now there's a unit in way of the tank to get to the mortifier, but let's also just finish off the mortifier because I don't like them. Goodbye, Mars mortifiers, yes! Unit destroyed! And our commander ability is charged. You know, it actually might be in our best interest to bring in another tank since we're about to lose at least one unit, I think. Although maybe not, because they only have like 1 unit left. So they might die to this turn regardless, depending on where they go. Why don't we see what happens? What you gonna do? So oh no, they're attacking more units. Oh, you're attacking the heavy units? Well, that was silly of you. Fire away, yes! That went really well there. And now you're attacking that city. You're about to attack these tanks, which is not great. Yikes, that is devastating. There really is a bonus to attacking first. And thankfully that guy can't reach, but now they have more units lined up and constantly spawning. Okay, let's have you capture the city. Very nice. I guess we could have you... Can you capture? You can. We could get this forward industry, although we need to pull our tank out of there. Yeah, you're not gonna do any good here. Retreat. Retreat. I don't really want to waste the spliced unit's turn trying to capture, unless you're up here. You can do good up here. We'll go ahead and start to capture that, and then you can go ahead and start to capture the industry. Oh, it's just out of reach. At least you can be up here to support, and so can you. Now, you'll be here to support the tank unit, although we might lose it. And then I want to move towards that city there to capture it for a little more income. But now we can afford artillery. Let's go ahead and recruit some artillery. Now, hopefully we don't lose a tank, but I feel like we might. They're both very weak. And sure enough, he goes in for the kill. Oh dear. At least now he's in position for the rest of our units to attack. And you're going for the tanks? That's a choice. Fire away. Okay, no one really destroyed any units. A very weak brawl, and they're still spawning more units. How are they getting so much money? The units are in position. I think it's time for a splice boost. So let's activate it. Yes. So now our guy's gonna be stronger. Oh, so we can immediately take out one of these units? You're right next to the tank, so let's target you. And attack, because that's gonna be deadly. One guy versus all of these units? That is insane. I love it. And how is this gonna go? Not very well. But we do have infantry here that should do a little better since they're full. And it's gonna do extra well. Oh, you're kidding. I think the tank is in the way. We could have you just move right past them, but that's also gonna put you in range of being attacked by this tank here. Although I feel like that's inevitable, but we can pull you back as well. Let's do that, put you on the high ground. Move twice. That ability's out of its cooldown, but I'll have you wait. And the hills should give them a little more defense. Now you, on the other hand, go in and attack. Fire away, yes! And we don't lose anybody. Awesome. And now our heavy unit can do a lot of damage against the laser tank. Is it gonna be enough to destroy it? If we attack with other units, they might not be able to reach. But let's go ahead and start weakening their attack. Oh, bazooka attack. We need one more turn for that? Hopefully they'll survive. I'm sure they will. So we fire away at them, and yes, most of them went down. Oh, we did lose one guy. And sure enough, our unit is just out of alignment to attack the tank here, but also wouldn't be enough to kill it. So why don't we have you capture this industry, or start to, and you are just out of range to capture this. So we'll move you up to here, and then see what happens. Now our artillery is available. I'm not sure what range you can feasibly attack from, but we can move you here, and I think it is about time we get more tanks. So now we'll see what they do. They still have $1,000. That's enough for another tank all the time. We need to capture one of their cities. Oh, they're attacking artillery. Okay. A little close and personal. Heavy units are under attack. Is that their heavy units? That might be. Can we destroy one of them at least? No. Now, that tank is a little close for the artillery to shoot, I think. Or can it? I think it is. So we need to back up to attack the tank, or we can another unit clear out the tanks? This is deadly to the heavy units, although this tank is now available. So that can clear out the way for the artillery. Absolutely. No mercy. Yes. Perfect. Now it's clear for the artillery. Ooh, he can attack the infantry here. Oh wait, that's that infantry. What can the artillery do? Can also attack the blaster units, but I think he needs to be a little closer. We can increase range, but that does end the turn. Oh, this is a pretty decent spot for a 2B, or we can move you into a better position because you can't attack right now anyway. I think if we get the artillery up on this hill, or the mountain would be good if we could get there. But either way, being in the road is very not good for us. So we can go here at least. So then the next turn we can increase range. And you capture the industry. Good. Now Seth can do a lot of damage against the laser tank here, but is that gonna be the best spot for him? He can take out these troopers here and start to clear this city. That might be the best thing. So go in, attack, and finish him off. Just big ol' swipe, and Martians go down. Now you here, oh, that's deadly against our tank. And that's also deadly. And that's also deadly. We have a lot of weak units. Maybe you would be better starting to capture... Oh, wait, bazooka attack is here. So we can range attack a unit, which counts for that tank, but also this guy back here. We'll have you start to weaken the laser tank over here. That should help. Now, can our infantry do good against that? No, they cannot. And sadly, we can't spawn another unit at this industry because it's kind of being clogged right now. So I guess you can start to capture this city just to do some measure of good. And there's really nowhere that our tank can go without getting blasted. But at least our infantry over here can do a lot of damage to the blasters, so attack them. How do you like our Tommy guns? Yes, only one left. That might be enough for another unit to come in and finish them off. Hopefully, like our tank, although it's kind of congested now. Our tank does have a move twice ability, so we can go here, and then you can go and attack the blaster. Yes, beautiful. We have a lot of units on that left side now, but that's a blaster down, so our tanks are safe for now. And let's see, who do we need to replenish? I think well, we do have a tank there. We might need more heavy units because they're about to go away. Oh, that is devastating. Okay, now this is infantry versus infantry, so it should be, It would have been good if we attacked first, but we did take out one of theirs, so that's good at least. And he's also right next to the tank, which is very not good for him. And you're occupying the city, which is rude. Although, that tank is next to water now, and we can stampede it. Oh, I like this idea. But sadly, Seth doesn't have the most amount of movement. And our commander ability isn't quite charged yet, but maybe it will be if we capture this city. Go ahead and capture it. Oh, it's not quite full yet. Ooh, but the artillery can attack the laser tank now. Absolutely. Fire away, safely from range. Yes, that was huge. So could this tank shuffle back over here and finish it off? Not quite. Although we do have a fresh tank here that sadly can't get close enough. But if we move that infantry unit, we can do a lot of damage against this trooper. So you move somewhere. Why don't you go over here and then wait? And then you need to leave the industry building. Why don't you start going towards this city here? And our commander ability's charged. Oh, good. But first, let's wrap up over here. We can attack with this tank to weaken those troopers. Very nice. And a tiny amount of damage. That's cute. Now, can this tank finish him off? Yes, it can. Oh, good. Get the trooper out of here. Just so singular trooper. That's so tragic. And we might as well use a splice boost now that we have it to start to clear out the city, because this trooper here is just kind of annoying. But I do want our unit to move a little more forward to attack them. So let's position you here, starting to attack these guys. And then the next turn, you can be in position to stampede someone right off the edge. That is so much damage. And they can't attack him because he's flying. Oh, that's so good. Okay, the heavy unit has a lot of room to try and catch up here. And let's get some infantry in here because they're cheap and also they get health back depending on how good they do in combat. And we have another industry here, but it's also a really good spot for artillery. So let's summon one of those, and then we can walk it like one space over. So you actually left the city now. Oh, to attack these infantry. Oh, great. Oh, no. At least we can take out one of them. We need to capture the city, though. And now the tanks are attacking. Oh, yikes. Another one down. So this is a little sketchy, but we're doing okay. And we can free up the laser tank from being alive with the artillery here. Yes! Beautiful. I love artillery. Now you need to just wait here because you're also in a good spot and you're still pretty fresh, so you can do a lot of damage against the troopers here, which interestingly does more when you're attacking from the road. I kind of want to pull off these shenanigans. Go straight over to you. Granted, it is weak right now, but let's just go over here and stampede it, which also just kills it outright. That works. Was kind of hoping to go into the water, but that would be just the same thing anyway. So let's hurry and capture this city. It's still not captured? We need to get this troop out of here. It's just ever so shy of being captured. Oh, that's the worst. But at least it's free avenue over here to have our tanks roll in. I think that's a good use of that. And you, I guess, can start to capture the city because who knows what'll happen. Oh, it takes even longer. But here, let's get infantry spawned up here because we're not really gonna lose any, but I just want more on the field. Show of strength kind of thing. And you're running away to the city. Smart move. So there's another blaster unit, but they can't attack right now, so we have the advantage. Is your stampede ability ready? This would be so good right here. No, it's on cooldown. But you can take out these troops back here, so let's have you do that. Clear the city. A one-on-one, it's a very unbalanced one-on-one. Now, your ability is almost charged, which is scary, but we should be close to ending this fight. And if you were 1 unit over, we could increase your range, but it'll be good for now, I guess, and then you increase range because why not? Now, can you please capture this city? There we go. And I guess nothing to it but to attack these units. At least this one has full strength, so that does a decent amount of good. Which you also did a decent amount of good. Ow. And this is actually deadly to our tanks, which is kind of surprising. And now your ability's charged. Great. Oh, but we can combine units. That's huge. Strength replenished. And you just keep going over there. You have a bit of a while ahead of you. But thankfully we have more tanks. Now, what are we gonna need in the future? Probably heavies? Or we could save our money. Let's save our money. And there comes the bombing run. Oh, yikes. Ow! I mean, we didn't lose any units, but that guy's almost dead. And there's another tank. Amazing. Well, it's a good thing Seth has his Stampede ability back, so we can go right here and Stampede them directly into the water. Or just against the wall. That works too. All right, let's have you combine with these soldiers here for, ooh, full strength. But that also ends a turn. We could have you occupy the city. We might as well. That puts you directly in range to attack the spawn here. And you should be able to do, yeah, a lot of damage to the tanks here, so go for it. But they are pretty well defended being in the city, or industry, so it's a little difficult. And you need one more turn for your bazooka attack. Thankfully, being right here should put you in range for that. And then just keep moving up more units, and we're just shy of getting a Goliath tank. But actually, here, let's put an artillery there because we can just increase the range and it'll be good. Back here, don't really need to do anything. Oh, and they're actually not doing anything either. That's kind of surprising. Well then, by all means, let's just have the artillery just go in and attack. Beautiful! Now the industry's open, so we can start to occupy it. But who would be the best one to attack here first? Anybody? Well, let's have you start to move here, just to, you know, sit. And all of our combined forces should be able to take out these blasters. Oh, you're kidding. That's not fully? Well, at least Seth is. Go get him, Seth. Use your weirdness to destroy them. Yes! And that's victory! Oh, our splice units are so good. But we can also get more splice soldiers by going into the Splice-o-tron here and modifying a few more of them. These two are full Rhino and Cheetah right now, but Larry, we could give you a little bit of Cheetah DNA. So Rhino and Cheetah, and I think Cheetah abilities would be better for your legs. So you lose a little bit of defense, but you do gain more movement. And now you got Cheetah feet. And you know what? Might as well put all of them on one. The fly DNA. There's gonna be more in the full game, but let's see. We could change you out for the wings, but the wings are something we already have. If we put a fly head on you, then that creates an acid pool ability. So that should be fine. Oh, but it's so gross looking too. And that's with just 3 of them. This is quite the freak of nature, but you know what? He's amazing. And having even more DNA to splice within the full game should be just as amazing. So if you guys want to check out the demo for Earth vs. Mars, then make sure you use the link in the description to find it on Steam. Thank you very much for watching, and thanks to Relic for sponsoring this video. Sub to Intern.